Howdy y'all, Squid Prince here, and I have another 6th gen match for you today. I'm on the far side, and I wanted to try out some more new stuff. I wanted to try out Mega Kangaskhan and see how well it did. I'll be honest right now, I'm more of a fan of regular Kangaskhan. Just Mega Kangaskhan just doesn't do it for me. I My Talon Flame I wanted to use. I normally run a max HP, max attack, choice band Talon Flame with just Brave Bird and his new ability Gale Wing, which gives priority to all flying moves. So that it did well for me in the past. I wanted to try in this game a bulk up roof set to see how that worked, and it's moderate. I'd rather stay with the choice band set that I normally use. Then I have my Metagross, I'm actually a Trick Scarf. But this set, it's a little weird. I'm actually running max HP, max attack adamant, with just 4 EVs and speed. So like the plan for this was really just to counter Egg Slash, so I could trick him my Scarf, and probably on when he does his King Shield, like he'll just figure out if he wants anything to take the trick or if he'll just take it himself. And then I can agility, so I'll get +2, so it'll be like having 2 scarves. Or if I can catch something that's slow or setting up, and I could just go on a Metagross rampage from there. Then I do have my sub Will-O-Wisp Rotom, because I just like using Rotom. I think he's really cool. And then I have Greninja with his protein. I got Ice Beam, Grass Knot, Surf, and U-Turn. U-Turn's on there pretty much for the Malamar. Any Malamars I run into, so that they don't just completely train my team. And then I do have Nidoking, which I am running a mix set actually. I'm running on the physical side Poison Jab and Ice Punch, and I'm running Earth Power and Fire Blast on the special side. And if Nidoking was just like a smidgen faster, like if he had like base 90 speed or 95, he would be so much better. But he's not. But he's still the king in my book, and I think he's pretty cool. But let's get into the match. So now he leads off with his Rotom. I lead off with my Rotom as well. I didn't know if it was gonna like trick me, a Scarf, or anything, so I just go for the safe T-Bolt. Like not trying to play any games this early. So he ends up bringing in Venusaur. Now it is Mega. I will reveal to you. Mega Venusaur is like a wall and a half. I don't know where all this defense and special defense are coming from. So I knew it was very important to get any kind of status on it. Now he does going for the Leech Seed, so I am forced to switch. I end up bringing in the Talonflame to dodge the Giga Drain. So now I'll just go for I end up going for I end up switching out and going into Kangaskhan. Now I'm going to let Kangaskhan become Mega right here, and he ends up bringing in the Rotom Wash. Now I end up going for a Drain Punch just to see how much it does. Does pretty much nothing, and he ends up burning me with the Will-O-Wisp. I didn't see any secondary hit from the baby Kanga. He didn't come out of the pouch. He didn't say hello. He seems to be a little shy. I don't know if it only works for stab moves, but I really should probably look into it a little bit more. So I end up bringing out my Rotom Wash. He goes for a Hydro. I resist it. So nothing on his team really can dodge a Thunderbolt, so I'm just going to go for that. Takes out a good chunk. He just ends up going for a Volt Switch, and he ends up bringing in his Mega Venusaur again. I was like, man, this thing is really a problem. Like I faced it before, and I had trouble taking it down then. I'd rather go for a Shadow Ball than a resisted T-Bolt, just to try and get some damage off. So at this point, I'm like, alright, let me bring in Greninja. I can turn into a Grass type with Grass Knot. That did pretty much nothing. And then his Giga Drain, even though it's resisted, still takes away almost 30%. So I'm trying to work my way around it. So I'm like, alright, let me just go for an Ice Beam. I chose Ice Beam over U-turn because I am more specially based. So I figured maybe do a little bit more. However, I probably could have U-turned into Metagross and then switched and kept going around. But I end up just bringing in the Talonflame, go for the Flame Charge, because I figure I really don't have much speed investment into this. It's all on HP and attack. So he brings in the Rotom. I figure, you know what, all I can really go for is the Brave Bird. And then he just pumps. He pumps so hard and just he pumped so hard it was just critical. Talonflame couldn't take it, put it out, flew right back into my Pokeball. So now I bring in the Nidoking, go for a Poison Jab just to take out the Rotom, and he ends up bringing in the Egg Slash. So I go for an Earth Power, and now I wasn't aware that there was a policy, a weakness policy for Egg Slash. I had no idea. So now he's at +3 attack and +2 special attack. So I'm in a sticky situation. So I know he's going to Sneak Shadow. I end up bringing in the Kangaskhan just because I know I could dodge it and I could outspeed if he goes for another move. So then Kangaskhan just goes for the Earthquake, takes him out. Now he ends up bringing in a Scissor. I end up going for the Drain Punch, try and get, you know, any kind of damage off, while Kangaskhan is just, you know, he's pretty much useless at this point. Actually, it reveals good info to me. I realize that his Scissor is actually banded. So now I'm just going to go for the safe play. I'm going to go for the Earth Power. Too bad the Sand is up, because I probably would have had a way better chance of 2-hit KOing Tyranitar without the special defense boost from the Sand. So he ends up just taking me out. Now I bring in the Metagross. I am Scarf, so I do outspeed everything on the field. So I just lock myself into Earthquake, going up against the Scissor, takes away a good chunk. He ends up going for Superpower again. It does take away just 50%, but he does get the defense drop, and he can't switch up his moves. Now at this point, the only thing I'm worried about is if the Heatron, if he's sitting happy on a balloon, because if he is, then I'm pretty much done for. It turns out he's not. 4 times weak to Earthquake, and pulling this one out. But, you know, it was a cool game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, bye.